Chapter 2. Our likes and dislikes. Key points. Likes and dislikes of people. Factors influencing our likes and dislikes. Physically challenged people. Differently abled people. Mohit, I like to eat apple. What do you like? Likes and dislikes differ from person to person. I don't like apples, Meher. I like grapes. They are so tasty. We all have feelings, emotions, likes and dislikes. They differ from person to person. They are mostly determined by our exposure, experiences, and the environment in which we live. Every person of a family has his or her own likes, dislikes, feelings, and emotions. Likes and dislikes of people. All of us have different likes and dislikes. For example, one person may like dosa and sambar while the other person may not like it. Maybe he or she likes eating dal and chapati or something else. In the same way, your friend or your brother or sister may not like the same food, dress or game which you like. Factors influencing our likes and dislikes. There are several factors that influence our likes and dislikes, such as our family, occupation, traditions, and so on. Influence of family. Our family plays an essential role when it comes to our likes and dislikes. A person who belongs to a family of singers usually likes singing. In the same way, a person from a music lover family likes music. Children naturally develop the liking for the things being done or followed by the family. However, other people who are not habitual to those things may dislike them. For example, a child who has grown up in a slum will naturally like its environment, but another child who has grown up in a developed colony would not like it. Thus, environment in which we live plays an important role in deciding our likes and dislikes. Influence of traditions. Our traditions and cultural and religious beliefs have a great impact on our likes and dislikes. People who are vegetarian may not like the smell of meat, eggs and fish. However, the non-vegetarians like the same smell very much. The people who like spicy food like the aroma of spices, while those who like simple food may not like the aroma of spices. Some people find the smell of garlic and onion pungent, while others like it very much. Influence of occupation. The occupation of a person leaves a deep influence on his or her likes and dislikes. People who work in a pharmaceutical factory are habitual of the smell of chemicals. However, other people may not like it. Influence of mood and circumstances. Our likes and dislikes are also influenced by our mood and circumstances. A person in a party likes the loud music while people who are not in the party may not like it. Our feelings, emotions, likes and dislikes are closely associated with our sense organs. They help us decide whether something is good or bad. We have 5 sense organs: eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. They help us in sensing the things. The functions of the sense organs are same in all. When we sense something, our sensory nerves immediately send a message to our brain. The brain reads the message and sends its response to that particular body part to take immediate action as per the received message. The brain sends its response through the motor nerves. It is our brain that senses things and decides whether they are good or bad for us. Animals can also sense things around them. Physically challenged people. We can see many people around us with one or more body parts not functioning properly, or they are permanently disabled. Such people are called physically challenged people. Blind, deaf or dumb people are physically challenged people. There are also people who are mentally challenged or with some other physical disability. Physically challenged people are special and need our care and attention. We should be friendly with the physically challenged people and help them in every possible way. We should share our time and things with them. We should not discourage them in any way. We should appreciate their work so that they can excel in their life. Our government is doing a lot for the benefits of the physically challenged people and creating an environment which is sensitive to their needs. Ramps have been built on bus stops, railway stations, metro stations, schools and shopping malls for people who use wheelchairs or are not able to climb stairs. Low-floor buses are introduced by Delhi Transport Corporation which are meant for easy boarding and alighting of such people. Public transport have seats reserved for the physically challenged people. A number of schools have been established to provide education and vocational training to them. Colleges and schools have reserved seats for the visually impaired and physically challenged people. Differently abled people. Helen Keller. The story of Helen Keller is very inspiring and encouraging for us. When she was 1.5 years old, she lost her eyesight, speech and even the sense of hearing. Her parents were very worried about her. However, because of untiring labor and firm determination, she learned to read and write with the help of her teacher Miss Anne Sullivan who taught her the signs of the letters of the alphabets. She became the first deaf and blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree. Later, she became a famous educationist and author of America. She also toured the world and encouraged as well as educated differently abled people. Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking is an exemplary personality for all of us. Because of a motor neuron disease, he was forced to stay confined to a wheelchair. He had no control on his limbs. Despite of all such adversities, he became a famous scientist who could understand and speak 7 languages fluently. His books are bestsellers across the globe. He also taught physics at the Cambridge University in England. Louis Braille. Louis Braille was blind but a great personality. He set the example that a person can not only overcome his or her disability but can also help others to overcome theirs. When Louis was just 3 years old, an accident left him blind. In spite of this, he was not discouraged and learned to play different musical instruments, such as cello and organ, and became an excellent musician. He developed Braille script for blind people to read and write. The Braille script has 63 characters made up of 1 to 6 dots. These dots are arranged in different combinations and are embossed on a page. A visually impaired person can read them by passing his or her finger over the raised lines. Sudha Chandran. Sudha Chandran is a very famous classical dancer of India. She lost her leg in a road accident. Doctors declared her to be permanently disabled and that she would never be able to walk again. However, she never lost her courage and persisted until she was able to walk. She not only started walking, but also started dancing. We can see her dancing even today with an artificial leg. Elder talk. Every person likes some things and dislikes other things. We should not criticize the likes and dislikes of others. An extra mile. An artificial foot. The Jaipur foot was invented by Dr. Pramod Karan Sethi in Jaipur. This artificial foot is being used by Sudha Chandran. Read and recall. Every person has different likes and dislikes. Our likes and dislikes are influenced by our family, traditions, occupation, mood and circumstances. Our likes and dislikes are closely associated with our senses. Our sense organs help us to see, smell, feel, hear and taste. Body parts of some people do not work properly. Such people are called differently abled or physically challenged people. We should be attentive and friendly to the physically challenged people.